my song.
All of Jessica Leia's music that you hear on Me and My Song is available for purchase online. And now, please enjoy the show.
I was trying to be in love. Honest to goodness, I was. And that's when this month's song, Who Needs Daydreams, was ever even born. I was only chronologically about 20 or so when I wrote this month's song, Who Needs Daydreams? And I was in a relationship at the time with a rather troubled individual. I've always had this sort of propensity towards getting into relationships with people who are rather troubled individuals. This bears no reflection upon me, of course. When you listen to this month's song, Who Needs Daydreams? It will come off as this sort of sweet love song about appreciating the one that you're in a relationship with.
Aww.
And just doing your best to embrace the good and beautiful things about that person and the relationship that you're in, which is, of course, a very beautiful and honorable thing to do. It's just that when I think about the shitty bullcrap of this relationship that I was in at the time, and I think about how I was just trying to ignore all that shitty bullcrap in order to do the beautiful and honorable thing, in hopes, of course, that if I just focused on the good things and just played at the motions in order to invoke the feelings of being in love, I think about how in all of my sweet naivete, I thought that might initiate some mind over matter shit and poof, make a happy being in love relationship magically appear. And well, that kind of just makes this month's song seem a little bit dysfunctional. Really. But I was feeling kind of bad and feeling kind of silly when I was inspired to write this month's song, Who Needs Daydreams? Because I had caught myself daydreaming about being in love and finding the one. The one. And some sort of segment of my consciousness kicked in while I was daydreaming about these things. And that segment of my consciousness was like, do you really think you should be sitting there fantasizing about some dream lover when your real life lover is over there on the couch? And it sort of dawned on me that this daydreaming about finding the one while I was with someone might decidedly be kind of a up thing to do. And that really, I'd kind of been doing it a lot.
Oh my.
Not like pretending that somebody was somebody else in the sack kind of a thing.
Oh.
I don't do that. But I kind of thought that maybe it's not fair that I'm with this person, but fantasizing about some dream person. And I decided that in order to rectify the situation and clear my conscience, I would just go ahead and continue what I was doing, but superimpose the image of my real life lover onto the image in my mind of my dream lover. See? And then I would do everything that I could to make sure that if I was feeling like I needed some romance in my life,
oh my,
I would act that out with my real life lover instead of my dream lover. See?
Uh-huh.
Brilliant, right? I mean, it actually made me feel kind of silly for having been doing what I had been doing. After all, like I say in the lyric of the song, why do I get lost in fantasy when I've got better things to do? I mean, I had a lover right there, sitting on the couch, getting fat. I should be doing it with the person that I am actually having that kind of a relationship with. And so I resolved to really put my heart into it. I resolved to really amp up the romance in my love affair and to really embrace any gestures of romance that were extended to me by my real life lover. I was leaving little love notes, randomly buying roses that I somehow always managed to kill or destroy before I could ever actually get them delivered.
Wait. Aw.
Oh, dang it! But, whatever. I put in some, I'm gonna make myself extra sexy for you effort. Sounds fun to me. I made it a point to be more forgiving about the idiosyncrasies of this individual. Wrote some love songs, to like get in the vibe. Couple of them, they're on this album, including this month's song, Who Needs Daydreams? I even did the make sure I take extra time to gaze into your eyes thing, Like, what is that? And you know what happened after all of that? After I decided to really put my heart into it, to be fair, and to take any and all romantic energy and thoughts and feelings and invest them into my present romantic relationship, that relationship still continued to suck big fat donkey balls.
Huh? No.
True story. And I guess that's one of the lessons you learn eventually, finally, at some point along the way, ultimately, sooner or later, that if you're just not compatible with someone, especially if they're a rather troubled individual, man, it doesn't matter what the you do. You can literally sacrifice yourself on the altar of love. And it ain't never gonna be enough to make a happy love story out of the poop relationship that you managed to get yourself into. You can't make romance out of poop. But that doesn't mean, in all fairness, that you shouldn't give it a try. I mean, if you're in a relationship, you gotta give it a chance, right? But if you keep trying and it keeps on sucking, well, then you kind of just gotta ask yourself how masochistic you are. I don't know. Maybe you're into the masochism. That's cool. Different strokes for different folks. Maybe you like it to hurt. Maybe you like it to hurt a little bit. Or a lot. Well, I'm not judging. So, I guess this month's song, Who Needs Daydreams, is kind of a Stephen Stills kind of song. Like Love the One You're With kind of a song. Only not.
Huh?
Because I'm like, love the one you're with until you're like, wow, you really suck. And no matter what I do in this relationship, it is always going to be poop.
Oh no.
So don't let this love song fool you and make you think it's some kind of gooey on the inside love song. It really just came from a mindset that was making a last-ditch effort to salvage a love affair on its deathbed. already in the throes of death, wailing in agony, doing the death rattle, just kinda needs to die kinda romance. And now that I have completely ruined this month's song for you, please try and enjoy the raw reveal of Who Needs Daydreams? I mean, really, who needs them?
Needs daydreams when you can live what they are. And who needs wishes from some old shooting star? I've got you. And who needs daydreams when you can live what they are? I've got you.
Who Needs Daydreams? As well as other Me and My Song merchandise is available for purchase online. If you'd like to listen to Jessica Leia's music or watch Jessica Leia's music videos outside of this video series, just type in Jessica Leia and the name of the song you would like to hear, and it will magically appear before you. You can also go to www.jessicaleia.com.
Hey, thanks for hanging out with me here on Me and My Song. You know, I'm doing this because I just want to put some good stuff into this reality construct. Or I might be doing it because I'm stark raving mad. Either way, if you dig what I'm doing here, please do all of that stuff that helps stark raving mad lunatics, such as myself, find a way to make it in this reality construct. I could run down the list.
Please like, please subscribe, please buy my stuffs.
But you guys know how it works. You guys are savvy. You know how the interwebs works.
Huh?
Unless you're like 80, in which case, just give me a call. I'll help you out.
What?
But you know, even more important than buying my merch and downloading my songs and stuff is just making sure that in a world full of chaos and confusion, and dog poop and politicians, last two might have been kind of redundant. Is that you, please?
Please, please, please.
Just keep singing your song.
Me and my song.